Hey guys, today we're just going to go through the basics of making an espresso shot and frothing milk. So just a bit of terminology to start with. These are group handles. You have a single shot and a double shot. In there is a basket, and the basket's different size based on the single or double. We got the grinder here, which is already set. The machine is all run from volumetrics, which means the same amount of water and pressure comes out every time. So you just use the pre-programmed buttons, the double shot and the single. There's a tamper, and there's a tamp mat, and there's a knockbox. All right. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to use the double shot because I want to show you a bit of latte art at the end, and I'll get better crema off a bigger shot. To make a good espresso, you're looking at three components: the dose, the extraction time, and the yield. So the dose is how much of the ground coffee bean goes into the basket. And what you're looking for there is slight mound over the top, which you'll then wipe one finger over, and then you'll tamp it. Normally you will weigh this up the first time you make, put a coffee setup together. But today we're just going to show you just by doing it via sight. So there's a double button and a single button on the grinder. And we're just going to push the double button. If you want to settle it, which is tapping it, just do it once, and that'll avoid air pockets underneath the grind. As you can see, it's slightly mounted over, which is good. Single wipe of the finger. And then to tamp it, all you're looking for is just one good tamp. You don't have to be excessive in your pressure. Never tap the side. That's a very bad habit a lot of baristas have. That'll again cause air pockets underneath. And you'll see you just want that flat, just under the line there. It locks in like so. And I'm going to use one. This is a double shot, so you normally make two coffees with this. But today we're just going to use it for the one, and I'll pull it out early, just to get a good crema. With the extraction time, you're looking at a pre-brew before any coffee comes out of about 5 to 10 seconds. And the whole shot, you're looking at around the 30-second mark. There's a lot of give. The beans that we use are a very forgiving blend, so it doesn't need to be too precise. And away you go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just as it comes out. What you're looking for here is that thin mouse tail, that consistent, reasonably thin brown line. If it's coming out too quick, that'll do for now. But as you see, the full shot is about the 30-second mark. If it's going too fast out of the spouts, you can slow it down by making the grind finer. If you see on here, you'll see the fine dots and the big dots. You think pebbles and sand. Water goes through pebbles a lot quicker than it goes through sand. So you just push this button over here down, and you turn it either finer to slow it down or coarser to speed it up. But once that's adjusted, you just leave it as it is. But as you'll see, the top of that, it's got good crema and good tiger mottling, which is the brown, different colours on top. And the yield is about 40 ml total. And because I pulled it out early, that's about the 30 ml mark, which is perfect. A few things to be mindful of is between every shot, that's the knockbox, you must purge just a few seconds of water flowing through there. Stops the build-up grind going into the next coffee, which is absolutely horrid. Regarding the milk, what you want to do is, you see the bottom of the spout inside the milk jug? Filter that line and don't go above it. The way you heat milk is that you stretch the proteins by adding steam, and this expands the milk. And if you go above that line, it'll flow everywhere. Best way to get consistent milk is to start with a steam wand parallel with the handle, and then move it 45 degrees and then tilt just so that the nozzle is about half immersed. If you want more air because you're making a cappuccino, pull it out further, or a flat white, just to immerse it even further. Then you want to go full pressure, and you hear air going in to start with, but then it won't squeal, and then it'll spin in a clockwise direction with not much sound at all. The best way to check temperature is the bottom of the jug, not the side. And when that's too hot to touch, about now, Leave it for 3 more seconds, then off, then out. Good milk won't have any bubbles. It'll look like wet paint. It's always good to have a blue chuck. Always wipe down the wand and always purge the steam between shots. Now, regarding pouring it, you want to tilt the cup and pour into the deep end. Start quite high with a thin amount of milk. If it goes white, you just go over it, it'll go brown again. About 3/4 stop, bring it right down, and that's when you can actually play with the latte art. And that's the basics of a PureBean coffee.